Hello, I'm Don Hammock, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Thank you for joining us on Bulldog Blitz. Tonight, the Mississippi Gulf Coast Bulldogs defeated Delta 52-20 at A.L. May Memorial Stadium. We'll talk with Coach Chad Huff about the victory, and we'll also interview offensive lineman Carter Wood and running back Terrion Avery. The Bulldogs ran for 420 yards tonight. Later on, we'll talk to another offensive lineman in our player profile feature, Treyvion Shannon. We'll talk to him about a big growth spurt when he was in high school and what he's doing here at Gulf Coast. And finally, we'll talk with Coach Kenneth Long about his 2018 Lady Bulldogs softball team. They're playing some fall ball right now, getting ready for the season. We'll hope you stick around. On the field with Mississippi Gulf Coast head coach Chad Huff. Chad, big night tonight, running the ball, 420 yards on the ground. What was that like tonight calling the plays?
Yeah, proud of those guys. Coach Phillips and Coach George and those guys did a good job offensively of creating that identity, being physical up front. That's, obviously I didn't realize we'd, run for that, but that's big. Anytime you can, run the football and take care of it and play good defense, play good special teams, get a chance. And here's the deal: if we can continue to establish a run like that, then we'll continue to build on our the play action, the big plays in the passing game, which we were able to hit a couple tonight for a touchdown. So that's encouraging. Still working each and every week, getting better. But I'm proud of the offensive line. Proud of the coaches staying consistent, staying with what they're doing, the process, and that's exciting to hear.
It's one thing to run for 420 when you're trying to mix things up, but tonight I don't think it was any secret that once y'all started having success, y'all were just going to keep running it kind of down their throats. What does that say about your offensive unit?
Again, that's what I thought was. I thought they did a good job tonight of one play at a time, and just playing the next play. Play that, whatever happens, move on and play the next play, and they're taking some pride in that. And the receivers are doing a tremendous job on the perimeter, doing what they're supposed to do, and creating some good things down the field. Explosive plays come from guys that are continuing to finish the plays, playing through the whistle, the stuff that's happening in the perimeter, safeties, corners, keeping those guys off. It allows for your backs to get to that second level and create some explosives. So it's a team effort. Units playing hard. You just got to keep moving forward and build on it.
I don't think tonight was necessarily the greatest defensive performance, but you had a lot of turnovers, both defense and special teams. When you do that, you're going to be successful.
Yeah, we were able to capitalize on some miscues there early on, and we knew going into the game that we could expose some weaknesses there. We felt like in the special teams in that part of the game, which is a third of the game, and I thought Mason did a good job of punting. He gets those balls up and turns them over. Tough to catch, tough to handle. The Gunners did a tremendous job of covering, being down there. You got to expect that to happen to cover some of those, because a lot of times you ain't running, they drop it, and there ain't nobody down there to recover it. So proud of the Gunners, Lucius and Giles Bradfield and those guys, Lucius Tyson. They're doing a good job of covering, taking pride in that on our punt team. Defensively, early. They couldn't get out, get some pressure on the run game. They couldn't establish it. Thought we came out playing really hard and being able to set up some scores there defensively with some turnovers and some miscues, and that was good to see. Obviously, we were a little banged up at corner. Played some freshmen tonight at safety. Coach Moore had some freshmen at safety and corner. Guys getting some action there, which is always good, but. We got to continue to improve, and got a lot of work to do. And Coach Davis and Coach Moore, like they said, be smart, play smart. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just react, run, play hard, get after it, and you'll make up for a lot of that. So, we just got to continue to build on the positives. Let's correct the mistakes and take it one day at a time. And we're obviously 4-2. Anytime you can win a football game 52-20, and here in your backyard, it's encouraging, and that's something you can build on.
Bounce back win for you, coming off a tough loss last week. What does that say about the character of your team?
Yeah, proud of the guys. We had no doubt we could do it, and the kids believe they could bounce back, and we've done it a couple of times this year. And obviously after here's the deal. Whenever you take one on the road like that against a good South Division opponent, Hines football, a team like we did last week, the guys, I tell you, came back and responded, and that's what we talked about all week is just controlling the things that we can control, and that's ourselves, that's our mentality, our mental focus, believing you can do it, and understanding that it's all about getting just a little bit better, just each and every day that you get a chance to. And Sunday night they came out, and we had a tremendous practice Sunday night, and had a tremendous practice on Monday, and came back out Tuesday, had a good polished up day on Tuesday, and Wednesday was a mental day. So the guys, showed some character and some charisma that are coming back and battling like they did and responding. So we challenged them to rebound, and they did.
We'll see you next week when Southwest comes here and plays us.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.
On the field with Starkville Academy's Carter Wood. Carter, you guys ran for 420 yards tonight. What does that mean to an offensive line?
It's our second time running over 400 yards this season, I think. I think we ran against Itawamba like 426 or something like that. But, it shows our work that we put in every week and every practice and what we put in through the all season. And, it's just we're one group, and, we know that we got to count on the guy next to us just like he's counting on us. So, it's just something, it's our identity.
I think also what's impressive is this didn't come as any surprise that you guys are going to run. I mean, this is what you guys do, and to be able to kind of assert your will is good, isn't it?
Yeah, we come into basically every game, and I mean, basically we're looking to shove it down the other team's throat, and I mean, so far for the most part we've done it just about every game. So I mean, we have passing stats, but I think everyone in our league knows that we're a run-heavy team.
You guys literally have a 1-2 punch with DeAndre and Terrion. What's it like seeing those guys run past you? There's something special just seeing them, make cuts that a lot of guys can't make, and where they hit a hole full speed and accelerate through the hole is just pretty incredible. And knowing that we're opening up the holes for them, it makes it all that better. You guys had a tough loss last week. You bounced back this week. What does this win mean for you guys moving forward?
Coach preached all week that we got to put that one behind us, and everything that we want to do is still in front of us. We just have to respond. And I feel like we did pretty well doing that tonight. I mean, we made some mistakes, but all in all, we had a pretty good game.
Carter, appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Here with Terrion Avery tonight. Bulldogs had a big night running the ball, 420 yards. You had about 132 and 2 tonight. What was working for y'all tonight?
The offensive line, they gave us good push, and the backs, we just took care of the rest.
You guys are literally a 1-2 punch. Number 1, DeAndre Torrey. Number 2, Terrion Avery. Terrion, what's it like working off each other?
We got a good relationship. We compete. Every day we compete. So, when it's game time, same thing applies. We still compete.
You got a favorite play you like to run out there?
I like Atlanta. I like the counter.
Counter play?
I like the counter.
Y'all run that pretty effectively, I think.
Yes,
What was it like this week trying to bounce back from the loss last week?
I mean, coach just told us to all, stay focused, be one, unity, just be one group out there. And that's just what we did. We stuck together and came out on top.
Get the big win tonight. What does it mean going forward for the rest of the year?
We just got to keep pushing, If we keep pushing, we'll be in the driver's seat. When we're in the driver's seat, we can stay in the driver's seat if we keep on pushing.
Congratulations, Terrion.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
No one should have to choose between their family and their future, between creating opportunity or acquiring mountains of debt. It's easier sometimes to just coast through life. But what if there was a place that made it just as easy to do more? So much more than coast through life. Gulf Coast through life. at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College.
Treyvion Shannon is the youngest of 4 kids in his family, but he's by no means the smallest. Let's talk with Treyvion Shannon, the offensive lineman.
I started playing Pee Wee, and then middle school. I didn't play my first 2 years of high school, but I played my junior, senior. Yeah, I'm the baby, but I'm the biggest one. So, and I wasn't always this big though. They used to get on me when I was younger, but now they can't do it no more. I actually grew 6 inches in one summer. I just got back to school. Everybody was like, "Man, you got tall." I just like playing O-line, like blocking. Seeing my running backs go for 150 yards apiece every game, protecting the quarterback, just knowing that I got my running backs and my quarterback back. It's a lot of communicating. You gotta tell what block you got this player, which linebacker you got, and telling. Every day we tell each other that we will get better. Just being physical, just beating the man in front of you. One person messes up on the O-line, the whole play is screwed. So we gotta be on one accord. I heard about Gulf Coast, getting everybody to the next level. Everybody was in the blue. It's a team effort, and that's what I want to be a part of, a family. Coach George is a great coach. He'll make sure you take all your steps and make sure you can get into your linebackers and stuff. Just a great dude. Oh man, that's an adrenaline junkie right there. He gonna bring the energy every day. You get the same person every day. Know what I like about him. He'll never change up. We're doing real well, especially rushing. I don't think nobody can stop us from running the ball. I want to go to the next level, play football, but if that don't work, I go to school and be a physical therapist. Just, you can help people and you still be around a sport that you love. That's mostly it. We got to win out. We got a couple of tough games coming up, but we're going to do it. We're going to win out.
When you're born to soar, you're destined to rise above. Curiosity leads to exhilarating discoveries. Challenges become opportunities. And passions become filled with purpose. The world looks different from above. The University of Southern Mississippi, where eagles soar.
Coach Kenneth Long's Lady Bulldogs softball team have won more than 90 games the last 2 years and sent 2 players to the SEC. He's got a crop of young freshmen coming in this year. Let's talk with Coach Long about his Lady Bulldogs.
Don was 17 freshmen and 5 sophomores. We didn't really know what to expect coming in, but we've worked really hard, and we feel like this team is going to take a little while, but we feel like this team's going to be really good for us. One time, it was in 2007, had about 11 or 12 freshmen and 3 sophomores on that team, and it turned out one of the best teams that has ever been here. Is this team going to do that? I don't know. I don't know right now, but I like our attitude. I like the way we work. People are counting us out, but they probably shouldn't do it. It's been like a challenge. It's been a big challenge because you got all this equipment running and you're trying to talk and you're trying to do fundamentals, you're trying to teach. So it's been something to work through, but we told our players day one, that's not going to be an excuse. We just got to go with it. We're proud of these facilities. In a couple months, it's going to be one of the nicest facilities in the state. So they understand that and they grab a hold of that. Avery and Savannah have they all pitched the other day. They were all kind of nervous in our first fall ball games. But Avery and Savannah, they're going to have to take the lead for us. They're both good pitchers. We got 5 pitchers on this team. All of them can throw. But I think Avery and Savannah is somebody we're going to depend on going into this weekend for sure. A player that we depend a lot on is Brittany Triplett, our sophomore from Brandon. She can lead off for us. She can play shortstop for us. We're depending a lot on her. Abby Salvo is another player from Brandon that can play outfield, can play infield, real versatile player. She's going to be a good one. Kristen Sexton from West Harrison started at first base for us last year. Good left-handed hitter, and I think she's going to do a good job for us. Caitlin McGooey has been a player that stepped up for us. We moved her to third base. She's a left-handed hitter. freshman coming in from Long Beach who we got a lot of hope in, and I think she's going to do a good job. Another freshman, Kaylin Garrett from Oxford, Alabama, an infielder, left-handed hitter again, and she's really done well for us so far. Jada White, she's a catcher from Philadelphia, Mississippi, hit a home run for us the other day. I think Jada's ceiling is very high. She's going to be really good for us. Threw out a couple runners the other day. She's going to be a really good catcher for this ball team. We got a center fielder from also from Alabama, Haley Liner, who is a good defensive outfielder, great hitter. We think she's going to come in and do a good job for us. Most teams played 2 games last weekend. We played 4 because we wanted these freshmen to get as many games as possible. The outcome of those games wasn't what we wanted, but you got to look at the picture down the road. You got to say, you know what, it's how good we're going to be in the spring, and that's what we're looking at. Right now, we lost a few games the other day, but there's still some bright spots on this team. I have so many people come up to me and say, and matter of fact, I bumped into Alabama's assistant coach the other day, and she saw my shirt and said, "Oh, wait a minute, that's the school where Caitlin Lee played." I'm like, yeah, you know. So many people walk up to us and know us through those 2 kids, Izzy and Kate, that went to Ole Miss. So to get kids further along and bigger programs like we was able to do with them is going to be a plus for our program down the road.
Thank you for joining us here on Bulldog Blitz. We'll see you next week when the Bulldogs play Southwest right here at ALMA Memorial Stadium. Hope to see you at the stadium and see you later on Bulldog Blitz.